Today I'm going to remove the bumper cover, and we're gonna see if we can try to repair a couple tabs on the side over here. So you can see right here, the little lip that holds the tabs is separating from the bumper cover right here. My current thought is to remove the bumper cover, set this the way it's supposed to be, take a 3D scan, create a mold for carbon fiber, and create a reinforcement plate that this tab lip I'll epoxy down to. That's what we're gonna be working on today, trying to fix this up right here. First step is removing some of the wheel liner bolts in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the wheels off. So you can see we've got a few Torx right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take these out on either side. You see them down here. Wheel well liner is in pretty good condition. Pretty happy. I'll probably just take all these out just so I can bend it back real easy and get up in here. Okay, I think we got everything unscrewed from the wheel well that we need to, or the wheel well liner. Now we need to remove the front wheel spoilers. And that looks like it's just a few more Torx bits, or Torx screws. There we go. Front spoiler, front passenger side spoiler off. Let's go to the other side. All right, so what do we got up here? We've got pop clips. Oh, they're, oh. Wow, I'm glad that didn't hit me in the face. Years of losing Lego pieces and hearing them fall onto the ground. So those pop clips are right here, 6 along the front, and I'm sure this pops off somehow. Not 100% sure. Does this just pop out? Interesting. Let's see if the instruction manual has anything to say about this. Before I forget, I'm going to mark the bumper alignment tabs with a silver Sharpie right here. Okay, it's a little harder to mark. So one thing that you want to do if you take the bumper off is use a Sharpie to mark the alignment tabs. So when you put the bumper back on, it'll be straight. I think I am missing some T20 screws, and they've been replaced. 8mm over here. Yep. Pull that out. There's some resistance. I don't know where it's coming from. Remove the bumper cover with the help of a second technician. Ooh, I don't like that. There we go. Oh, super easy. All right, there's a connector down here. There's nothing on this connector. It looks like a broken connector that doesn't have the retaining clip on it anymore. It's proving a little difficult to separate. This connector here, it's got some electrical tape on it. I'm not sure if the electrical tape is keeping the connector together or if the connector is down here or if it splits up here. So I'll probably need to take the electrical tape off and see what's going on. Okay, so you can see right here, that is the broken tab. And it looks like I already tried to repair it. Didn't go so well. It did not hold very long. I might sand the underside here to make some clearance for the carbon fiber. Clean out all this, but it looks good. I mean, for being totaled at one point, I mean, there's not much wrong. But yeah, this is what a TT looks like without the front end. You don't have to get that thing off up here. So couldn't figure out how to get this handle off. Would have been easier if I could have figured that out, but it was just the retainer screws right here that you needed to get off, so you can just swivel it and it comes off real easy. You look so sad. Okay, dokie. Gonna get into some fun stuff this time, boys and girls. I need to clean the inside of this bumper, sand it, and get it ready to scan. So you can see it's been attempted to be repaired already. I'm gonna get a razor blade and try to trim off as much right here as I can. And then I'll use a sander to kind of clean up this area. Oh, there we go. Boom. So you can see it's very clean under there now. I'm gonna hand sand it, actually. Look at that girl. She's so sweet. Just want to clean the mating surfaces here. Now we've got this tab pretty much exactly where it's supposed to be here, which is nice. The painter's tape is holding it in place. So now I think I'm going to go get the 3D scanner and scan this side. And then I will take another scan of this side just in case I do decide to go with the clamped on bracket.
All right, so I already recorded this, but my camera wasn't recording audio. It would have been very difficult to resync the audio. And then I ran into technical problems with the mesh. So I'm just gonna start over here. Scan 1 was the best one for the inside, and then scan 9 ended up being the best one for the outside. Oh, that's right. I can't see it for some reason, but I exported them and that was that. So then we import those into Fusion. I'm going to do the interior one first. I need to reduce the mesh. That is one of the things that I ran into a problem. The mesh was way too many polygons and I need to rescale it. Okay, and I need to move it to the origin. I don't know why it's consistently like 950% larger than it should be, but it is. So I'm gonna come here and going to rotate it. So then, what you should really do if you're working with something with this many polygons is reduce it. So we're gonna look at the mesh. Still plenty of detail. So now what I'm gonna do. All right, so looks like it finished. All right, so now I think what we need to do is 3D print this, do a test fit on the bumper. Actually, this doesn't look like it's 90 degrees, and I think it's supposed to be, or at least closer to 90 degrees. I'm going to print 2 of these, and I will mirror one and test it on the other side. And if it fits perfectly, then I'll know I don't need to make this a right angle. If it doesn't fit, then I'll know I need to trim it down a bit. And I might just, it might be easier to just print it like this and then sand it down. So that's always an option too. Remember, you don't have to do everything on the computer. Now, if you're like mass producing a part, that's different. But for a one-off tool like this, if it's easier to just print it out as is, but like just put a little elbow grease in after you've done this, just know how to use your time the most effectively. That's what you're gonna want. Yeah, that's just a little tidbit for you. So let's export this. Internal jig 1. Boom, got it. Looks good. Okay, an hour 20. Let's send it to the printer. I will throw in the time lapse here, and then we'll go out and test fit the jig. It's 25 degrees out here.
Holy moly, my little tootsies. Oh, mine tootsies. They're so cold.
Okay. Got the prints done yesterday. And so this fits under here perfectly.
Boom. Just like that there. There you go. Check that out. Right then.
I also printed a mirror because I don't know if it's supposed to come up that high on the left-hand side. Maybe it shouldn't be sloped as much. Is it only sloped that much because it's broken? So I printed out a mirror to test fit on this side. And it seems to fit perfectly, but it would fit perfectly on this edge. There would just be a gap on the inside, and I can't tell. I mean, there's a little bit where this dip is, right here. I gotta figure that out. I've got the 2 test pieces here. What I'm gonna do is sand down the driver's side until this flange stops coming in contact with the tab, and that way I'll know if this is poking up more than it should on this side. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start sanding that, and then I'll compare it to the other side, and so then I'll know if I need to sand this down at all. And once I know that, I'll be able to take the mold that I printed and sand that down the appropriate amount. So I just removed this from the mold. It fits on the bumper really well. I cut the excess off of the edges, took it outside, but the peel ply, the peel cloth, whatever you call it, left a really textured surface, so that'll be great for adhesion. I put it on the bumper, made sure that it fit well, and it fits great. Looks like I need to sand a little bit off of the bracket.
Oh my god.
So I'll sand a little bit more off there, and then I'll apply the plastic weld to the backside after cleaning it. We're gonna put it up here and then use this to press it into place. We'll put some painter's tape on the other side and some like a microfiber cloth to protect the paint. We'll clamp it on. We'll clamp it this way, and then that should set up nicely. So I think it's gonna work pretty well. I think adding some carbon fiber to this corner with some Plasti-Weld was a good idea. The gap in the top is definitely still there. I think part of the reason is because I sanded the inside a little bit, and I used the X-Acto knife to kind of shave away some of the stuff inside there, and doesn't look like I got any on the outside. It's not fully cured, but according to the instructions, it is ready to sand. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the clamps off and drill the tab holes right here, because the filler filled it in. Yeah, the little holes here. I'm just gonna drill a hole and then get a Dremel and kind of go through there. This one's filled in too, so gonna do that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. No, what? Oh my God. Oh. No, wait, what? I ground through the carbon fiber so fast.
So what I ended up doing here was mixing up another bit of the Plasti-Weld. I ground through the carbon fiber layup pretty close to where the tab turns into the wall of the bumper cover. So what I decided to do, since the adhesion was still good on the side of the bumper cover, and it was still pretty good on the tab itself, but there wasn't nearly as much material of the carbon fiber lip in contact with the tab providing strength anymore. So I mixed up another little batch of Plasti-Weld, and I used that instead of epoxy resin as like a bonder, and then I put on a couple layers of carbon fiber using the Plasti-Weld to adhere it instead of like an epoxy resin. I wanted to try to clamp the mold on there and do an epoxy resin to bond the carbon fiber to carbon fiber, but that wasn't going to work with just the way some of the material was sitting. So yeah, I used the Plasti-Weld to just bond another couple layers of carbon fiber, and it worked pretty well. So it doesn't look as pretty, but I think it's just as strong as it would have been if I hadn't ground through the carbon fiber.
It feels pretty good. Yeah, it feels really good. Just need to drill those out. It doesn't look as pretty as I hoped, as it could have, but that's okay. What we want is just a strong bumper. As long as it's strong and it looks fine from the outside, that's what we really care about. I'm disappointed it didn't go exactly how I planned, but I should have been more careful with the sander. I don't think that was a problem with my design solution. I think that was a problem with my execution. I ordered a new plug on the bumper down there, but that won't be in for a few days, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put the bumper back on, and then hopefully we can get the Haldex fluid changed. And I can show you guys that. Bumper looks good. Oh, I still need to drill the holes, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and move it over here, try to wrap this plug back up, and then I can repair the plug later. I think this corner, I think the gunk right here is keeping it from going in all the way. Okay. Got a bunch of replacement T20s. A lot of these were replaced with 8mm bolts for some reason. I'm not sure why. Do the passenger side first. All right, bumper's back on. Looks straight. All right, guys, that's how we fixed the bumper. Hopefully that will hold. I think it will. It's definitely better than what was on there before, so I'm pretty happy with that. Later on down the road, we'll be able to just rebuild that tab completely with carbon fiber. If this doesn't hold, or if I just need another project, which I don't think will ever happen, but yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to be kind to someone today, and I will see you next time. Peace.